How to recognize when something is a waste of time. I think we all got a problem with this. We get into things and we do things and we want them to become successful some type of way. And sometimes some of the stuff we get into don't become successful. It becomes a headache, a nuisance. And not saying you should give up right away. You should always fight and fight until you can figure it out or make things better or make it right. But sometimes you can't make it right. This can be relating to a job that you got. Maybe you went to school for 8 years or 4 years, and you're working at a job in an office. And let's just say your boss is making racial remarks. Or some people say I'm racist all the time, but I just like to talk about black issues or issues in America. But let's just say your boss steady grabbing on a lady and the lady don't want him to grab on her, but you're watching this stuff. So you have to be able to recognize when something is not worth it. So what do you do when a boss is grabbing on a lady? You can either one back the lady's story up when she finally do tell, or you can either two expose your boss yourself, in which you'll be in a situation where you probably will get fired. As you know, in America, the place we play like it's so great, but still has issues like other countries. They will retaliate against you because you considered a whistleblower. You told, but everybody tells in America, one way or another. You can have gangs on the street that do crimes, and then somebody in that gang tells. So everybody tells. Trust me. Just look through the internet, look through the news. Everybody is whistleblowing about something. But how to recognize when something is not worth it? You know, let's go on to a relationship that some of these men are in. Some of these men go for the finest women, the nice shape, the nice teeth, nice breasts, nice butt. And some of these women ain't nothing but a headache. And the man don't want to give up so fast because he really attracted to the lady, really like the lady, but back in his mind, deep in his mind, he know that this lady ain't the one. Really ain't the one. Really just a waste of time. Really isn't the. If it wasn't for her looks, it wouldn't even be the type of lady that he would go after. Only thing keeping him there is her looks. His physical outside attraction. Besides that, nothing else is even coming close to keeping him there. But for your personal well being and happiness, you have to get rid of that. You can't teach your kids to not date certain type of women because of their looks, and then you go do the opposite. You have to show them that you practicing what you preach. And you also have to do it for your mental stability. Nobody wants to be stressed out every day when they come home and open the door, and now stress begins after you just worked a long day at work. So it don't matter how fine she is, if she's not right, get rid of her. Point blank, period. And there are other things in life you have to recognize that's just not important. Let's say every weekend, the fellas get together to have a basketball game at the college. But maybe you've been doing this for like 3, 4 years straight. Now all of a sudden your wife is getting tired of you playing basketball every Friday at a college. And she's not willing to cooperate or tolerate it anymore. Now, do you get rid of your marriage because of the basketball game? Or do you find some kind of solution or some kind of way to compromise with your wife to to let you play basketball on Fridays, or just cut it out, period, because nobody's going to the NBA. Maybe switch it to a different day or different days of the week, to kind of meet your wife halfway. I know a lot of us don't want to just give in to our wives or give in to our spouse because that'll mean that they have an their way, which is kind of bogus also because nobody should be trying to have their way all the time in a relationship. It should be 50-50. But if you compromise with your wife, then your wife will compromise with you. But if you're not compromisable, then your wife won't compromise with you. And I'm sure everybody knows by now. All of us are dating different types of women. Some women just laid back, they don't care. As long as they bill paid, they got something to eat, they cell phone working so they can gossip and go on Facebook. They really don't care if you play every Friday, knock yourself out. But then you got those other women that no, they want to throw a monkey wrench in things. And so before they didn't have a problem with you playing basketball on Friday, and now all of a sudden they got a problem with it. You know, sort of speaking, some of these women that's never satisfied, always got some BS that they own. But like I said, concerning to your marriage, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? So me personally, I would give up the basketball on Friday because the marriage is more important. Or I will find a compromise with my wife so I could play basketball on Fridays. Or every third Friday or every fourth Friday, but not every Friday. So therefore, if she wants to do something on Friday, I'm available. See, problem solved. But it don't go that easy in every household. I know that. And but you have to recognize when something is not worth it. You have to be able to recognize when something is not worth it. It's not always gonna go your way. It's not always gonna go the way it's supposed to go. And sometimes it just may not even be worth it, you know. And there's other situations. Say somebody hit your car. You want to get out the car and beat them up. Is that worth it? You got car insurance, so you're going to get paid for it anyways, for them hitting your car. So now you get out the car and beat them up. Now you got to charge. So not only are you getting paid for your car, but now you got to charge. So now you might have to pay a fine for that charge you got. So that's another scenario. It's just not worth it sometimes. People, we got to walk away from stuff, using, thinking with our right mind and coming to the best possible solution that's positive, that won't cost you anything. But it's something to work on. I got to work on it too, and I'm trying. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm out.